Superstars.
This is Vibe.
We just like really just talk about the big, not even the elephant in the room, but the big obvious in front of everybody's face, just on how Boosie and whack Giselle is, like, for real. And of course you have to include Robin in that equation because they're both hella Boosie. Like, oh my God, like, are you really serious that you go on this trip, but you go on this trip for Monique's birthday and you don't even like her? Like, you could, this is such a Bravo trip and has nothing to do with Monique's birthday. It just so happened to be Monique's birthday around the time they were shooting. Like, that's just so whack to play that storyline out like it's even believable, for the simple fact that, I'm sorry, if it's my birthday and I'm going on a trip, I am certainly not going to invite two chicks that don't even like me. Like, I'm not going to do that. That's not realistic. Like, I know this is supposed to be like somewhat script, reality TV, but can you be somewhat believable? Like, for real though. Because I'm not buying it. I'm not buying what y'all selling on that one. And then, Monique, you really need to stop trying so hard. Like, for real though. You and Candace. Like, why are y'all trying so hard for these women to like you? Like, what? For what? What are you going to gain from it? Because as of right now, you're not gaining anything but a headache. I mean, you're not gaining anything but a headache, and you are the ones that look like you are doing exactly the way she sees herself, that she is superior to everyone around her. And unless she can understand on some kind of a, conscious level of humanity, then she'll understand and maybe be somewhat sympathetic. I don't know about empathetic. I can see her being sympathetic. Other than that, she's just a nasty person, and Robin's right there with her who don't think for herself. So why would you even want to engage in that kind of camaraderie with another person, let alone, within your own circle? Like, I just don't see it. Like, I'm not buying it. It's just hella whack. And then Karen, okay. Karen and Ashley going at it. Oh, that was so funny to me. That was just hilarious. I was here for it. Like, I really, really was, y'all. Like, I was here for it. Ashley just was like, pew, 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 pew. And then you had Karen, like, you know what it looked like in my mind? Okay, like in a cartoon or in some kind of like a goofy old movie or something. And you got one person. No, matter of fact, this is what it looked like. Do y'all remember on Harlem Nights, the movie? Some of y'all, I gotta say the movie because you may not know what Harlem Nights is. But, on Harlem Nights, in that scene where Arsenio Hall and them were shooting at each other, and then everybody's like, pop, 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 going back and forth at the shootout, and then old boy had that one gun, and he was like, pop, pop. Like, it was like a slow, so in my mind, like, the way it looked to me was like, Ashley and Karen kind of looked like they were doing that whole back and forth gun shooting with each other with the words and the verbal, bullets coming out their mouth. However, it did look like Karen was the one that had the gun that was just going pop, pop. Because then all of a sudden, Candace comes in like Superwoman, Supergirl. She comes flying in there like she finna come in now. She finna be, politeness police and everything like that. Like, it was just so funny to me. However, Candace did have a very valid point. And, but then so did Ashley by when she called her out and said, you inserted yourself in the situation. However, that's kind of that's part of the problem in today's society. Like, there are certain instances where I feel like you should insert yourself. And that, to me, in my opinion, was one of them. You know what I mean? Like, Ashley was taking it a little bit too far. She was waiting to pick on Karen anyway. And so was Giselle. So to me, it's just super whack and phony. And Ashley, you need to find some business of your own, because the fact that you are in everybody else's business goes to show that you have nothing going on in your life outside of Michael. And because Michael ain't feeling you right now and don't want to have your kids, you in everybody else's business. That is just so odd to me. Like, you need to go find something to do with yourself, like, for real. And Karen, please stop confiding in Ashley. Please stop. Follow your own advice. What you were telling Candace a couple of months ago about not telling these women all your business. Like, you need to stop doing that, because obviously you see what Ashley doing it. You know what I mean? Because you did call her out in the car about, you know, she befriends you and then gathers information and then uses it against you. But could you not tell that that's the type of person she was anyway? Like, you couldn't tell that from what she did to Robin? She wasn't even cool with Robin and came after Robin, getting information and then going around spreading it to other people. Like, come on now, you think you're going to be an exception to the rule because you was nice to her out of the group? No. People like Ashley, they don't care who they hurt. Everybody else is collateral damage. You know what I'm saying? They're just out for themselves. And because Ashley can't get what she wants from her man, she going to create what she can get out of dealing with y'all. I'm just saying, that's what it looked like to me. But anyway, let's see. Not too much going on with Robin, thank God, because I'm so tired of hearing about her, which really, you don't really need to hear anything because she ain't got nothing going on. But I thought it was interesting how Monique, Charisse, and Giselle and Robin, when they were in the car and Ashley and Karen is arguing, the looks on their faces were so funny. Like, for real, for real. And then when Monique chimed in when Ashley and Candace were going at it, and she said, well, which part of the tea is she gonna suck? The light one or the brown part? Like, oh my God, that was funny to me. I love that. I loved it. You was right on point with that one, Monique. But we must discuss Monique and Giselle and Charisse and Kendall's situation. Now, the way it ended up coming out, you know, I must say, one of the YouTubers that I watch all the time, I don't know if it was Bondi Blue or if it was Alexander Rogers. I don't know if it was one. I think it was one of those two. But they were, one of them, I believe, was like made the point on how, like, you know, Monique just looked faulty and trying to do that and was trying to be messy. And I can't front. I did disagree with that because I did not want to believe that Monique was that petty and scandalous. I guess I just didn't want to accept that about Monique, but I ran with it, you know. And then when it all came out and she said, well, you know, Charisse wasn't fully over it and Charisse is my girl, so, you know, I'm a ride or die, or, you know, however she put it in so many words, that made so much sense. Like, so here we have the green-eyed bandits, okay? I want y'all to look at this. We got the green-eyed bandits, right? And now you got the brown-haired girls, being Monique and Charisse, okay? The green-eyed bandits and the brown-eyed bandits over here. Except the only thing is, and it's really a similar dynamic because Giselle kind of somewhat is overpowering to Robin, and here you have Monique and Charisse seems somewhat overpowering against Monique. So I find that quite interesting. I don't know if the producers see that and, you know, they were trying to, you know, nudge it for that to be, you know, seen, but to me, I caught that. I really caught that. Like, that's really interesting to me on how the dynamic of parallel the relationships are. But anyway, y'all, that is my recap of Real Housewives of Potomac on Bravo on Sunday nights. Check your local listings. I am E. Reed. This is Binge and Rewind, and I appreciate y'all. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. This E-Read, a reality TV. I just wanted to tell y'all, don't tell nobody, okay? I love you. All right, that's it. Bye.